We have case number 7313, Benny Crespo versus Omar Crespo. Gentlemen, if you can come to the podium, please. Benny Crespo, I assume?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you know who Omar Crespo is?
I think so.
And what's your relationship to this Crespo here?
He's my son.
Okay.
Sad to say.
Now, for the purposes of this court, since you guys share the same last name, I will be referred to you as Mr. Benny, and I will refer to you as Mr. Omar. Is that okay, gentlemen?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes,
Okay. Mr. Benny, sir, you show that you're suing your father for $60,000 for emotional distress. Am I reading this correctly?
Yes, Your Honor. That is
You
correct.
mind telling the court what happened?
Oh, it's a long story, but pretty much.
I need you to speak up just a little bit, sir.
Okay. Oh, it's a long story. Pretty much my father promised me a great reward, for all the great things I've done growing up. And, he always promised me if I did well in the classroom, well in sports, he'll reward me greatly. And, now that the time is here, I'm of age. He's not keeping his promise.
How old are you now, sir?
I just turned 21, December
21.
17th.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. And, my birthday and Christmas happen to be, kind of close together. So usually years in the past, I would get a gift for both my birthday and Christmas. But as of recent, he's got a pay raise. And, with that comes, greater rewards as he's promised me. And, as for my birthday, 21 is a big deal. And I asked for, a luxury car. A Lamborghini.
I'm sorry, you asked for what now? A luxury car?
Yeah, luxury car.
For your birthday?
Yes, Your Honor.
Picture this.
Meet Benny, a 21-year-old college student suing his father, Omar, for $60,000 in emotional distress. Why? Because his dad didn't buy him a Lamborghini for his birthday. That's right. Not a joke. An actual lawsuit over a missing luxury. Now let's pause and ask, would you ever take your parent to court for not giving you the gift you wanted? This already feels like a bad reality show, but buckle up. It gets worse.
Not really a vehicle, I would say. First, you can't hear it. It has no motor, no engine. 2, you have to charge it. If I wanted to charge something, I could easily just charge my phone. And it's just...
If you wanted to charge something, you can just charge your phone.
Yes, Your Honor. I don't see why I have to charge my vehicle. If I can easily just have something better that I can just put gas in and go. I don't have to sit around and wait to charge a vehicle. Doesn't make sense.
I'm curious, Mr. Benny, where do you reside?
With my father.
You stay in his house?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Omar.
Your Honor, Judge Porter. Your Honor.
Please.
If I
Please explain this to me.
if I may, I can't believe you're doing this to your father.
I don't see the problem.
Judge Porter, I don't want you to get the wrong impression. This is by no way an extension of the way I brought him up, which I assure you was not what you're seeing. He is a transformed person.
But please explain to me what is going on. I'm trying to understand. Oh gosh. Okay, Mr. Omar, let me ask you this question. Mr. Omar, he stays in your house?
What you do?
Does he live in your house?
He was born and has lived in our house, my wife and I's house, for the last 21 years.
Does he go to school?
Yes, he's currently going to college.
4.0
college?
GPA.
I'm sorry?
4.0 GPA at that. I'm a
4.0.
scholar.
He's a great student.
Who pays for his tuition?
He actually got a full ride scholarship.
Also, he has a full ride scholarship.
Yes.
Of 100.
Academics or sports?
Both. Academic 4.0 GPA, which we're very proud of, and he is an exceptionally gifted basketball player
Okay.
as well.
Mr. Ben, let me ask you this question. As far as this basketball scholarship goes, do you have an NIL deal? You know what that is?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. The name, image, and likeness. Do you have that?
Yes,
How
of
much
course.
are you paid for that?
I would say an additional $50,000.
So the school pays you $50,000 in addition to giving you the athletic scholarship. It's a full ride scholarship?
Yes, Your Honor.
So you don't have to pay for anything?
No, sir.
Plus of that, you have the stipend for the NIL deal.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Omar, please continue, sir.
Judge Porter, if I may, I like to say a few things about myself and my son, just so
Okay.
you can get a better understanding of things that are not on paper.
Please explain this.
I came to this country when I was 21 years old from Argentina.
Okay.
I was born in Buenos Aires, Argentina. I came when I was 21, without anyone. Okay? My parents died when I was 7 in Argentina, and I had to stay with an aunt who was a very mean person, but that's neither here nor there. She raised me, and I'm thankful for that. When I turned 21, I decided I wanted to come to the United States for a better life. And that's exactly what I did. And I have been working every single day of my life until today. I can't believe that you're bringing me to court on a work day. You know how difficult it is for me to take a day off.
We're here.
Mr.
Right?
I can't believe you are not my son.
Hold on.
Right?
I don't know
You
who
had a
this is.
chance to speak. Let me ask you this question, Mr. Omar. And I'm not going to get into the financials of the situation. I'm assuming that you have your own business or you work for a company?
I work for a major company.
You work for a major company.
Yes.
Now, without getting into the financials, I'm assuming because of his request that you can afford a luxury car.
Yes.
You can afford.
yes, I can.
And you probably can afford a Porsche, Ferrari, Lamborghini, whatever he requested.
I wouldn't say that.
Okay, but you have the financials that if you wanted to make that happen, you can make that
I
happen.
could probably
All right,
make
you
that.
had your chance, now it's his turn.
Son, excuse me.
Let me ask you this question. When you came
here.
here from Argentina,
Benny claims he has standards and couldn't possibly drive the electric car he received, calling it not really a vehicle. He's upset it needs to be charged, as if plugging something in is beneath him. Red flag alert. This isn't just entitlement, it's delusion with a sunroof. Meanwhile, he lives under his father's roof, tuition paid, and still thinks he's owed more. Omar, the father, delivers a powerful backstory. He immigrated from Argentina at 21 with nothing. No parents, no support. Everything he has, he earned through hard work. The contrast between his struggle and Benny's attitude is jarring. The emotional weight hits here. Omar is visibly heartbroken that his only child is dragging him into court over materialism. Let's talk. At what point does rewarding a child become enabling?
so from a financial standpoint, would you consider yourself to be successful?
Well, that's a tough question, Mr. Porter. It's a tough question. I mean, I am, quote unquote, yes, you can call it a successful person, but I'm not a rich person.
You're better off than most, I should say, rather.
I would say I'm middle class plus.
Middle class plus.
If you want to look,
Okay.
look at it that way.
And your son is suing you. And why did you decide to buy him a electrical vehicle instead of the car that he wanted?
Please explain, please.
We've had this conversation already.
No. Tell me. I'm curious. I'm just curious.
Of course. So my wife and I originally wanted to buy him a what we call in the Spanish community a transportation, which is basically a cheap car with high miles, just to get him, from point A to point B, which is essentially all he needs. He's a college student. It's not like he's gonna go party every day. He has to go to school. And then we decided, because he's been such an exceptionally gifted student, that we were gonna buy him a nice car. So we got him an electric vehicle, which I consider to be, I don't know the way you guys look at it, but I consider an electric vehicle a luxury car. I got him
Now,
on it.
I don't know.
It's a $40,000 car.
Without getting into the make and model of the electric car that you purchased, what I do know that they are not cheap.
They're not.
And on average, they cost at least $50,000, $60,000 starting. Am I correct in saying that,
At
give or take?
At the very least, yes, sir.
That's pretty cheap.
That's not cheap.
I'm sorry, what? What'd you say?
That's pretty cheap.
It's cheap?
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
because you don't know where money comes from.
Okay.
I don't know.
Here's where.
Do you see what I have to deal with? Are you seeing what I'm dealing with?
Oh, I'm hearing every word of this. Yes, sir.
May I add something? The fact that he even had the idea of getting me a low-end, cheap start-out car, I kind of find that disrespectful.
It's disrespectful.
Yes, I have an image to uphold.
Is this your only child, sir?
This is my only child, Judge Porter. Do you see what I have to deal with?
Mr. Benny,
that even helps my case more. I'm an only child. He can,
I understand that, Mr.
spend the whole
Benny.
budget on me. There's no other kid.
Benny, what have I done for
We
you?
learn Benny is on a full ride for both academics and basketball, with an extra $50,000 NIL deal. He has no debt, no rent, and a brand new car, and yet claims to be wronged. Judge Porter tries to make sense of it, but even he's stunned. This isn't about money, it's about values or the lack thereof. Would you consider Benny spoiled, or is there more to the story?
Deserve it.
Omar
That's why,
reveals
because
he
you have
actually
to,
considered getting
learn
Benny a basic used car,
the
base
principle of working
transportation,
for what
as he
you want.
calls it.
You want a
But
Ferrari?
instead,
You want a
he chose
Ferrari?
a $40,000
You go to the
electric
NBA,
vehicle
get
out
drafted
of
by
love
the
and
NBA, you
respect
buy
for Benny's
Ferrari.
hard work. Benny calls it disrespectful.
I got you a nice car.
Let
It's
that
a
I've been
nice
working
car.
hard in the
That's all you
class.
need.
Free car is an
4.0
insult.
GPA has been
This
building
moment
up.
feels like a breaking
I'm the
point.
captain of the basketball
Omar is
team. I
holding
have an
back
image to
tears,
uphold.
and Judge
Everyone
Porter
in
is
the
holding
school knows
back
who I
rage.
am. I can't pull up in an electric vehicle.
Mr. Omar, sir, I'll take it from here.
Mr. Porter, this is outrageous.
Mr. Benny,
Yes, Your Honor.
I want to commend you for your grade point average. I want to commend you for that.
Thank you.
You have made a dedication to your academics. It appears to me you've made a dedication to receiving your degree. What are you studying in school, sir?
Actually, I'm studying cybersecurity.
Cybersecurity, okay. So once you have your degree, you have a foundation to go through life and make a living for yourself.
Yes, sir.
I want to commend you for putting in the work to receiving a basketball scholarship. There are plenty of people out there who have athletic talent, but they don't have the discipline to put it together where they can receive a college scholarship. I want to commend you for that.
Thank you.
Okay. Here's where you are a disappointment. This man owes you nothing.
Thank you.
He owes you
see?
absolutely nothing. You are an adult. You are a grown man. This is the first step in being your own person. He has done his job. When you were a baby, they made sure that you were fed, that you were clothed, that you had shelter. They did their job. Let me ask you, hold on for a second, sir. Did he go to private school or public school?
Benny went to private schools
Private
his entire
school.
life.
Wait a minute. So he went to private schools. Were they free for you, or did you have to pay for that?
Absolutely not. You're an educated man, Mr. Porter.
I
Surely
am.
you must know the cost of private tuition. It's not cheap.
So they paid for you to have the best education.
It's just
They make this, I understand that, but there are people out there who don't have the ability to go to some of the best schools.
Judge Porter starts dropping hammers. He asks Benny, "What exactly are you complaining about?" Benny's response, "He's an only child. He deserves more." Reaction. This isn't self-confidence. This is entitlement with a capital. Equal, imagine suing your father for not going 6 figures into debt to make your birthday Insta-worthy. Is social media pressuring kids into thinking luxury is normal?
Okay?
Unbelievable.
As a matter
Unbelievable.
of fact, he could have said something like, you know what? I'm going to put him in a boarding school somewhere and let somebody else deal with him. I'm going to spend all my time with my wife because apparently there's no other children.
Precisely.
They made the sacrifice so you can have. Okay? He bought you a car. Whether it's an electric car or what we used to call a jalopy, you had a car to get from point A to point B. And how your friends think about it, who cares what they think about? Okay? Are you here to satisfy their image, or are you here to satisfy your own? Because when you start being concerned about what other people think about you, you are setting yourself up for failure. Don't give a damn what other people care about. If you show up in a bicycle, your job is to get your education. Your job is to play basketball. You said you're the captain of the basketball team. My job here is to lead us to a conference championship, and so be it. Maybe we can win a national championship. Who cares how you get there? If you come across a young lady and she laughs at the car, who cares? That means that she's superficial. She cares about what you have, not about who you are. Be concerned about who you are. Love the fact that you have a mother and a father who care about you, because guess what? There are kids out there who don't have that. Okay? They don't have a mother and a father who are there to support them. Because I tell you what, because you're grown, if that man right now said, you know what, get the hell out of my house, where are you going to stay? You can use that $50,000 that you get from the school to get your own place, but you know what? You can use that $50,000. You can put that into a bank. It can grow. You can invest it, whatever. You have help. And you are so blind to that fact. You don't even see that this man is still helping you, and you have dragged him into court. You don't recognize that. You don't appreciate that. And now I'm wondering, damn, does he even love this man? I don't have my father here. I didn't have a good relationship with my father. I wish I did. I had a mother who cared for me. I had a sister who cared for me, and they helped get me to where I am right now on this judge's bench. If these people walk away from you right now, who are you going to have? Your friends? The ones that want to see you drive up in the Ferrari? When the Ferrari crashes, you think they're going to be there for you? Hell no. They don't care about you. They care about, hey, he's a fun guy to hang out with. Hey, he can help us win a championship. But when it goes sideways, the only people who are going to be there for you are the people who are there for you right now. And if you can't recognize that, I don't know what to tell you.
This man owes you nothing. He breaks down the meaning of adulthood, gratitude, and working for your dreams. It's raw. It's real. And Benny needed every word. This is a wake-up call not just for Benny, but for anyone confusing love with luxury. Porter warns Benny that friends who judge you for your car will vanish the second you fall. He even opens up about his own parents, reminding Benny how lucky he is to have two who care. The courtroom is silent. You can feel the weight of that truth.
You get a Ferrari, you work hard, you get drafted in the NBA, and you go out and you buy yourself a Ferrari. I wouldn't recommend doing that because there are a lot of guys who make it to the NBA, they get the money, and then next thing you know, 10 years from now, everything's gone. This man has successfully made it on his own. Follow his leadership.
Are you listening to the judge?
The experience that he has, he can give it to you. So even if when you graduate, if you don't make it into the league and you want to do your cyber security thing, this man has the education and the experience to help you grow. Hell, you could probably be bigger than he is. And then you can buy as many Ferraris as you like.
And you can buy me one too.
That would be nice.
No.
But my friend, listen to me and listen to me well. Do not dictate your life on materialistic stuff. Do not dictate your life on how other people see you. Because like I said, when the chips get down, all those people are going to walk away from you. Every single time. You're young. You don't have life experience yet. Your father has life experience. You better learn from him because there's going to come a day when he's not here. There's going to come a day when your mom isn't going to be here. And on that day, you will cry, you will cry, you will cry, and you will wish that you had them for the smallest little things, like maybe just talking about the weather. You better learn to appreciate it while you have them now and take the knowledge that they have so you can improve your own life. Am I making myself clear?
Yes, Your Honor.
You do understand this case has been dismissed, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Have a nice day.
Thank you, Judge Porter. I appreciate your time. Come on, son. Come on. It'll be fun. We'll have a nice talk when we get home. Drink some mate. We'll talk about it. We'll figure it out, okay?
Okay.
On behalf of myself and my family, I'd like to thank Judge Porter and the Mango Park community for making the right decision here today. I have had many conversations with my son about what went down in court today, but I think hearing it from Judge Porter himself will send the right message and clarify many things for him. And I have noticed an ongoing pattern of young people in this community not listening to their elders. And I think the decision that was made here today is very important for us and for the entire community and for the whole world. So thank you for that, Mr. Porter. I really appreciate you.
This whole thing was complete nonsense. You know, I find it kind of stupid how I'm leaving here empty-handed, not getting what I know I deserve and definitely earned. You know, Judge Porter, I think, in my opinion, he's just being biased towards my father because he's older, he can relate to him more. I'm younger, so he can't really relate to me. And of course, he's just gonna side with him. So probably when we get home, this is going to be a very, very quiet car ride. So I'll probably just, try to talk to my mom and see if she'll give me what I want. Hopefully, she has, some more sense. And
The case? Dismissed. But what Judge Porter gave wasn't just a ruling. It was a life lesson in humility. He urges Benny to stop chasing things and start valuing people. Because when the Ferraris break down and the followers fade, family is what lasts. Benny walks out pouting, blaming the judge for being biased. Omar thanks the court and hopes young people in the community take this ruling to heart. Benny, however, is still sulking, hoping Mom will have more sense. At this point, it's clear. Benny didn't lose a case. He lost a chance to grow. This wasn't just a courtroom. It was a classroom. This case wasn't about a car. It was about character. A hard-working immigrant father gave everything to his only son, and instead of gratitude, he got sued. Judge Porter delivered not only a legal verdict, but a cultural message. Parents don't owe their grown children luxury, just love and life lessons. The ruling, case dismissed, reality delivered.